All right. Well, we're back.
Oh, this is
we're back
it.
at the 9 o'clock. Put those headphones on, Paul, man. Come on.
One second, like, dude, that really snuck up on me.
We haven't seen him in like 50-plus episodes.
What episode was his?
12?
Ooh.
12.
Something like that, yeah.
Wow.
That was over a year ago, dude.
It
He was an early
It was well
adopter.
over a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was an early adopter. Well, I've known you guys a long time.
Yeah.
I like you guys. You guys
Right.
are rad.
No, but it's been a long time since we've seen you, Paul.
It has.
It's been 50-something weeks.
I know. Kelly doesn't even call me to go skate flat run anymore.
No.
I can't even skate, dude.
His hips busted.
That's more of a recent development.
Yeah.
When I get better, man, we're going back to the Santa Monica spot.
Thank you, dude, for coming by, man. We
Hey,
appreciate
my
that.
pleasure.
Coming
Happy,
back.
happy
I
to be here.
know, right? He's going to show us his new video part that he's dropping right now. It's going to be great. It's going to be
Yeah,
great.
man.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
kidding.
man.
I'm kidding. Maybe one day we'll be able to show people's video parts and stuff. You never know. So what's been going on, Paul? Ever since you were here, you guys sold St. Archer. You guys have been doing rad things with Primitive. Hopefully you're working on your video part. Last time you were here, you were saying that you didn't know if you wanted to film another video part. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stand by that.
Oh, okay.
I'm a man of my word. No, but I have this year of dedicated more time in the streets than I have in recent years. So
Oh, good.
I have some things that I feel good about. I wouldn't call it a video part, but I have things. I have items on a hard drive.
Yes. You have a bin. You have a bin.
Yes.
bin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But I mean, like, what do you? I mean, hey, maybe it will turn into a full video part, though. You
No.
know?
No.
What?
In this case, it's not a maybe.
Okay, so you guys are planning on a video. Is that
If that's how you interpreted,
That's safe to assume?
If that's how you interpreted that comment, well then,
But what got you sparked on doing that, though?
to be honest, my man Wade DeSarmo.
Oh.
Yeah, when he was out here last year, early beginning of the year.
Okay.
I've been a fan of Wade since I first seen his first KO part back in the day when he skated to the Young Buck song. That was the first part I seen of him, and I was like, "What the fuck is this guy? This guy's amazing."
Right.
Yeah. So I've been a huge fan of him at a distance, and I've bumped into him over the years here and there, and always had a good rapport with him. But this was like the first time I got to hang with him on a regular basis, and like we broed down. So just see, we're same age, and just seeing how fucking amazing he still is, and so meticulous and just very sharp on the board, and just I don't know, just being out with him every day. He came and stayed at Mike's house and was skating with the Primitive crew that whole time he was here. I don't know, he was out here probably about a month.
Oh yeah.
We like talked him into staying like an extra 2 weeks.
Oh, sick.
And he plays like the
Right.
but he was. I got to think he was hyped.
Yeah.
Hopefully, so when just hanging and skating with him really made me like, wow, I've really been missing this, the enjoyment of doing this. Like, of course, going out and street skating is cool, but what I really forgot that I missed is like the van time, the in between moments, the talking shit, the fucking with each other, the stopping to eat, the routine, like just those in between moments that when you're like a teenager, you really enjoy, but at that time you're too young to really take in how special those moments are.
Yeah, and appreciate
so
it.
now, now I was older and like had a second chance at it, almost like I'm in the van, I'm with these guys, and then so after Wade left, that spark just stayed inside, and I just kept going, and was just so excited. To the point where I decided I didn't even want to skate contest this year. I was like, I was just like, contest time was coming, and usually around contest time is when I like lock myself in the skate park and just do the same, 10, 15 tricks over and over again for 6-7 months, however long that is, and then try to fucking come out of my dark cave come like this time of year, October, November, whenever they're done, and try and sneak in a few months of street, and that was kind of the routine, the last 10 or so years, until this time was just like, I don't know, something got into me where I was really enjoying it, going out there and really like putting effort into the streets, and so I felt like I don't know how long that vibe was going to last. I don't know how long that inspiration was going to last. So since it's here,
take advantage of it.
Yeah, appreciate it, take advantage of it, and let it run its course.
Right. I know. I was surprised that you didn't do the content. I already put my money down on you, and then the guy turned the TV. You weren't even there.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Just,
I had to
should've
go get
given
my
you-
money back from the
See,
bookie.
had you had me on the show earlier since then, maybe I'd have give you some inside information.
I know, right? God, could have saved me a couple bucks. Restocking fee.
So long story
So,
short, I don't
yeah.
know if that's turned into a video part, but
Okay.
it's turned into like I've definitely got some footage on a hard drive.
I love that. But so you were in the park for a while. Now, has the park time diminished and more street time now, or? Because before you were like, "Yo, let me do my thing. Can I do my thing? I've been here. I've been in the game for so long. Let me just do my thing. Can I?
Yeah.
Can I live? Can I get some street? Can I get some park clips?
Yeah, I mean I still feel that way, but it has been more street dominant up until recently.
Okay.
Now that the Beebles Park just got remodeled, now you're just
right.
like, well, shit, I gotta get back. I gotta,
Yeah.
You gotta get the
I
New
gotta go
obstacles.
play with my new toys. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Looks fun, dude.
Yeah. So that's cool. Today I was out in the streets, just about an hour and a half. We got kicked out.
Yeah.
Then I came out here, so I mean, I didn't really skate too much, but I was out with the gang,
Nice.
the primitive
Nice.
guys.
The primitive gang. Speaking of primitive gang, you guys just turned Trent pro.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
we had him
man.
on FaceTime the other last week or
Yeah,
so.
yeah, Hemi.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're
Hemi-
on the
They
trip.
were in Houston. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, who was here?
Who was
as the guest?
Eldridge,
Oh, Justin.
his twin.
Yeah.
Okay.
They look similar.
Justin and him.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're
yeah.
right. Now that you mention that, yeah.
Yeah. So what's the process of turning? Are you calling the shots down there? Are you like, yo,
Nah,
let's turn this dude pro? Or is it like a collective?
Or is it the shops calling and asking for his board?
Yeah. What's a?
I would say the collective.
Okay.
It was kind of everything, all of what you guys just said.
Right.
You know, obviously Trent skill wise is very highly skilled, very
Hell
elite.
yeah.
And then demand wise, you got to
Yeah.
make sure there's a demand there, that there's people like excited to have the board.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all just powwow and talk. And dude, Trent, talk about footage on a hard drive, man.
Dude, lines for days.
Yeah,
dude.
but like
Jesus.
the stuff he just came out, he still probably has about 8 minutes left. I'm like,
Seriously?
bro,
Dude.
like slide some of that my way.
I know. Yeah. Right.
I don't know. He's just him, his family, his brothers. They're just good people and
Yeah.
skate rats. And
Good move.
we all
man. You
felt,
guys-
yeah. we all felt it was. I think it was more than deserved. You
Yeah.
know? It's about damn time.
About damn time.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's the the rule of thumb for primitive skaters turning pro is if it's about fucking time to go pro. That's
Yeah.
when you go pro.
Yeah. But I mean, you look at some other companies like T-Funk and all these dudes where you're
Yeah.
like, where is these guys' boards? You
Yeah.
know? And then it comes out and I mean, even the demand is maybe even higher.
Yeah,
Let you
well, that's
wait
the
a little
thing.
bit, you know?
I mean, that is the demand, you
Right.
know, is when people are like, about fucking time.
right,
Yeah.
right.
You know, so you want to let that kind of bubble up and stir up in
Some
people
companies will just
for a
turn
while.
dudes pro for no reason at all.
That's true.
Just because they need like a new story to tell. So they knew to sell.
That's what happened to me with chocolate. But but a lot of cool things going on at Primitive, dude.
Thanks.
You guys just did the subscription base.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Sure, yeah.
Interesting model because not many people doing that. There's Funbox Monthly who do that. They they put together little packages and
Little
send them out.
accessories, yeah.
But what made you guys want to go that way? Was it just a expansion of like, yo, let's try this out? Like, how does this?
Yeah.
Nobody else is doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, somebody's got to try.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah. You know, like I have a really cool group of people behind the scenes as well. Like there's two primitive teams. The team you know as a skate team, and then the behind the scenes team. That,
Very
like,
important.
The bosses.
Very important.
Yeah.
Very important.
And
people.
I'm very, very lucky to be surrounded by just equally as talented people behind the scenes as you guys know publicly. You know, Heath Brinkley, John and Mitch Bhatia are very smart, business-minded guys who don't come from skate world, who can help balance out Heath and I's skate-centric mentality,
Right,
because as skateboarders, we've grown up in this industry and we're a little bit gun-shy to move in certain directions that haven't been tried because we live in a very
'Cause no one else has done it yet.
very
Totally.
critical, criticizing kind of world.
Yeah.
So we're all kind of like PTSD, like
Right.
I don't know how to make a move because I'm gonna be a kook, I'm gonna be whack. Oh, these. So, you gotta not be afraid to be a kook.
Yeah, when do you
know?
leave that behind? When you leave that at the door and be like, yo, I'm a kook, so what?
Yeah.
You know, like, fuck it. You know,
Hey,
like,
man.
well, you got these YouTubers. They're just doing their thing.
Yeah.
They're
well, yeah, because they weren't brought up under the pressures that we were brought up in this industry, which there's pros and cons to both of that.
That's true.
But back to the subscription.
Yeah.
So I think it was really just, Heath has always been forward thinking, and John Bhatia, he's like our younger guy, but he's like a genius behind the scenes, and he grew up, he's only like 22, so this whole new social media marketing kind of revolution that's going on is something like he grew up in it, so it's like it's first nature to him.
Yeah,
it's what he knows.
Younger than you?
Yeah.
Yeah, 22
A
is
lot
young.
longer.
Oh, did you say 22?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I missed that. But
lot
I always
younger.
say that, you know who's going to win? The kids.
Yeah.
The kids are
And
going to
it's
win.
true. And
It's
it's true.
their world,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So we just looked at it like, in skateboarding, it's like, oh my God, you guys did so, wow, I can't believe. And it was really cool because we got actually people from other brands reach out to us and we're like, wow, we were thinking about doing that. Like, we've considered doing that. And everybody probably had the same reservations, like, oh my God,
When I
what's
worked
going to
at Glendale,
happen?
I had mentioned that to Bod, like, oh, we should try this. And like, oh, logistic-wise, it's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, logistics was one thing, but like we luckily were able to figure that part out, and the behind, like the, I don't even know what it's called, just the back end of things.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we have very smart people, John Bhatia being one of them, and many other people that I haven't mentioned who work at Primitive. But we just looked at it, and especially Heath and those guys, they look at it as like every other industry in the whole world, this is their normal. This is their standard.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's
Everything's
just
subscription based. Everything.
Yeah, the writing's on the wall. So do we want to like play catch up, or do we want to
Move forward.
Yeah.
move
Lead the
forward,
way.
lead the charge?
Yeah, I
And
love it.
let's grab hands with some other people. And let's let's move
Yeah,
forward.
right.
So and we got some not as much as I thought. Some kickbacks like fuck you, P-Rod. Why do you hate skate shops? What?
Yeah.
No, we don't hate skate shops. Nobody hates skate. Like we
Right.
love skate shops, but unfortunately, or fortunately, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Retail or the way people purchase things nowadays
Is different?
is just different. It's not me saying, don't go here, don't go there. It's actually the consumer saying, we don't go here anymore. We're
true.
over here.
That's
so
true.
us as business-minded people are like, okay, well, if they're not here,
Yeah.
we got to go to where they are.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean, you look at these big companies too that are going
That's-
out of business
Yeah.
because they're not
Yeah,
with
and
the whole e-com.
Yeah,
thing,
and I get
you
it.
know?
I understand I have those same nostalgic feelings and memories, and
all
we
do,
all do.
you know?
Did you guys have a lot of
You
shops
know?
like
Luckily,
stuff you guys or
not as many as I thought we would have.
Right.
I think the ones who really lashed out were the ones who didn't support us anyway,
Oh.
who were too cool for us anyway. So I don't know that it was really that much of a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, dude, it's just the world that's evolving, and if you see where the map is telling you to go, you just got to follow the directions.
Yeah.
That's ultimately what it is.
it's
No,
pretty simple.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys, because like I said, like you guys were the first people to do it.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
Right.
Like, wow, we were the first people to do it. Like,
Yeah.
we just said, screw it. Let's
I wish
give
I had
a
it when I was a
shot.
kid.
Right.
Because like, there's
Well,
always like
I
times
mean,
when I was a kid, I'd find a
CCS
board I liked, whatever, and then I could never find that
Yeah.
board
That's
again
true.
because the
Yeah.
shop never had it.
Right.
Yeah,
You know, if you
although-
can get the same board over and over again or same shape, you're psyched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, although I guess CCS wasn't like a subscription model. You just had the subscription to the magazine. But
Yeah.
like, they were kind of ahead of their time. The whole mail order thing.
sure.
totally.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean, it's just where it's going. 1 year
know.
from now, it's only going to be more so that way. 2 years, 3 years from now, it is what it is. So
Yeah.
I heard some things that like the stores that are going to be in the future were going to be like just a store, but there's no product in there. You go in there, you try on, or you have like a little picture on the screen. I want that T-shirt. I wear a size medium. This is what it's going to look on you, and it has like an image of how it would look on you.
Right.
You order it right there, and then it sends to your house.
Yeah.
that's cool. I mean, that sounds interesting, but I mean, certain people can make it work,
Yeah,
but
it
it's like that's still adding extra step. Like the whole thing is like I can
Going
be on
and
the fucking
touching and-
toilet right here and order me a whole new kit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No,
Yeah, I
for
know
sure.
for sure.
Until somebody makes an app that you can it'll show you on the app how
Right.
it displays.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sitting
but
on my
that's-
couch in my underwear.
But I think and I think we're getting way too business here. But
No, but
one
it
last
is
thing.
interesting
Yeah.
though.
I
It
think
is
people,
interesting.
it's just, I think retail can still succeed. You just have to get more creative, man.
Yeah, right.
And if anybody can get creative, it's skateboarders. So,
But I think at the same time, the companies have to get more creative too.
well, we all
Because
And the
that's-
shops.
Everybody,
Yeah.
you know?
yeah, everybody does. But I'm saying like instead of like everybody against everybody mentality, like
Right.
how do we win? You know, how do we win together? How do we bring this all up? There's enough room for everybody to win.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
like Amazon, I read that they were doing stores where you just walk into their store, put shit in a bag, and walk out, and it charges your account.
That's pretty cool too.
So they're forward thinking, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
yo, I would love that.
I mean,
if I don't
all
have to
the-
deal with, I mean, it sucks because people are going to lose their jobs.
This whole debate
but
is because of Amazon,
Yeah.
basically.
It's all interesting, you know?
Dude, it is. It totally is. It totally
when
is.
you really dive down and really think about it, and
Mm-hmm.
like you said, like skaters, they only see one thing.
Yeah.
They don't see a business. They don't see.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, it's
I understand. Outside looking in, it's
Yeah.
you get it. You
Right,
know,
right.
And but even your own fellow peers in the industry sometimes don't get it, and
Yeah.
I get it too because, hey man, if I could keep skateboarding stuck in the freeze frame from 1996 to 2002 or 3,
Right.
I would keep it there too, my man.
Yeah.
You know, I would love that too, but
Right.
unfortunately, that's just not what it is. So you just gotta.
I mean, but again, like, guess who's winning? Like the kids. The kids are making the kids are determining what we're doing almost.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's like
They're telling us where they're at.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not here. I'm here.
Right.
Oh, okay. So I guess we got to go here, guys.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and that's it. And
Are you on P-Rod 15 now? What's your shoe? What number? What number are you on
10?
right now? Yeah.
Last time you were here, those were in your trunk.
yeah, oh, they were, huh?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, good looking shoe.
Thank you, man.
Good
I
looking
appreciate
shoe,
it.
dude.
I'm very excited about it. I love
Yeah.
the shoe.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
you know, you
that's what I'm
might
here
not
for.
even know this. This pertains to like Shane O'Neill using Stefan Janowski's shoe. You know, did you have any conversation with Shane? Like, yo, like this is kind of weird, or it's kind of cool, or what's the deal? You know, it's a
You know, because
Like I
it's
said,
not
you
because
can't-
it's not
it's
my
not you.
place
Right,
to say.
of course.
No, I wouldn't say that was Shane making that call.
oh, okay. Okay.
All I would say is, I would guess Shane would prefer to have a signature shoe from
Oh,
scratch.
okay,
I would
okay.
guess that.
Right.
That's.
But I
basically
thought
all
it made
could say.
sense though, because that's the only shoe he's like I've ever seen him skate in. is the
Totally,
Janowski,
totally. I
you
mean-
know, to kind of design it a little bit and put his own twist on it. I thought was rad. You know. So, but I thought it was interesting at the same time. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. There's a lot of different debates that could be had about it. At the end of the day, he's, in my opinion, maybe right now probably the best dude there is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
For sure.
and he deserves the world.
I
You
know.
know, honestly.
Have you ever asked him how he got so good? Do you ever ask him like, "Yo, what the fuck are you? What are you
I didn't have
smoking?
to ask him
What do
because
you
I
want?"
watched him.
Yeah,
I know.
I watched
You
him.
guys have been friends for a really long time.
Yeah. It's just probably got like 12 years or so. This is the first time I met him in Australia, and
Yeah.
he came out. He used to come out and stay with me or stay with Tori, just stay with the Valley crew, and so yeah, I got to see him like. Yeah, he's just thirsty. He like not in the way the kids use like, yo, you thirsty, not in the next. Like he's thirsty to learn
Right.
tricks. Like if he was like a crazy studious like college person, he would be like devouring books
Right. Yeah.
type guy, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Which he may at
yeah.
home read a ton of books. I don't
Right.
know. But like what I'm saying is every day it was like, yeah, I gotta learn a new trick today. Like, what trick am I gonna learn every day?
Yeah.
And it was just like every day I have to learn, and it's just that's still how he is now. It's just
Right.
I gotta learn. As soon as it's learned, boom, stored in the memory bank. Boom, next, boom, next, boom, next, and it's just like years and years of just that every day.
So
It's just now it's
crazy.
just like he has so many like different things and areas he can pull from and like make these like cool combinations and
Yeah.
wild like it's
Deep bag of tricks.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like as a skater, dude, like sometimes we do tricks once. That's it.
Yeah.
You get it on film,
Yeah.
and that's it. And
Yeah.
Shane's a dude he could probably just do it more than once.
He's doing video part tricks on daily.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, God.
Oh,
You skate with
100
that dude at the-
trillion percent, 100 trillion percent, and
Crazy, dude.
not to mention that, but his own personal standards of what he wants out there is
Yeah.
crazy, extremely high.
Wow.
And so,
just
you
stoked
know,
if I-
you couple that kind of discipline matched with that type of work ethic is
Right.
just like it's like a guarantee. you see what it is. You see the finished product. You know what I mean? It's,
Right.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, you see what it is, man.
Do you ever skate that little flat bar with him at his house?
No.
That thing looks.
He makes it look so fun. It does nothing for me. It does nothing for me. But he makes that thing look incredibly fun and does all kinds of wild, awesome stuff. And I like that because it's like showing like, hey, I'm not taking myself too serious. Like skating some big, huge, crazy ledge or even just a normal ledge. It's like, hey, whatever happened to just being a little kid and skating a curb and whatever, you know, that type of thing. And even then he's like still like, but by the way, since I am doing this, I'm going to do something you've never seen before and, you know, twist your brain into knots.
Yeah.
I hate that dude. But yeah, now I get jealous. It's crazy to watch, you know? It's one thing on a video, but to watch in person, it's insane.
That's just, I'm glad you said that. Like I'm like segueing.
No,
but
you're good.
that's actually my favorite thing to do these days. Is like I don't really, I don't enjoy watching skateboarding like videos as much as I did when I was a lot younger.
Really?
I enjoy more watching it in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you see the nuances of how somebody skates.
For
and
sure.
Like, that's what I love. Sorry,
No, but it's interesting too because like I mean there's dudes out there. I think we were talking about this before the show, but it's like if I skate a ledge, I'm not the consistent dude. You know, it may take me 5 times to crook that ledge, but when I do, so when I see people trying stuff and having fun, it's not about like, oh, I'm gonna just that dude can land a trick every try. It's just about like even the process of like getting that trick, whether it be insane or standard, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and in my opinion, actually, you can't even. In my opinion, the great skateboarders, you actually can't understand how great they really are through a video.
That's true.
Like, if you ever had the pleasure of skating with Ishad and seeing him in person, how he skates
And how he doesn't stop skating.
yeah, it doesn't fully come across in a video part. You know what I mean? Like the way he attacks his session. Like his session is just like a big. I feel like it's like jazz, just kind of a free flowing kind of like my session's going where it goes today.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and then you have other guys who are like, you can see they're a little more planned out. Like I myself am a little bit more of a, when I'm driving to the skate park or to the skate spot, I'm already kind of like, all right, here's what I'm going to work on. Like, here's where I'm going to start off. And like, I kind of like premeditate.
Plan it down. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I always found like my favorite skaters and people who are like we all hail as like great skateboarders, I always found they're way more impressive in person than on video.
For sure.
Yeah.
But then there's also people who it's the opposite.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Like Kelly. It's true.
Nah, I skate with Kelly. I skate with Kelly, man. Kelly got skills, man.
By the way, speaking of, and you know what, I want to get to some phone calls soon. Do you want to? I want to get to some phone calls soon. But I want to. Speaking of you, notice you got a little more baggier. You know, putting on a little baggier pants and stuff. You know,
I appreciate that.
Loose.
Yeah, I don't know,
loose, you know,
dude.
I've been thinking about bagging it up myself.
Yeah, Nike made these awesome swishy pants, and now I basically live in them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, these swishy pants they made, like I got them when I was in Europe a few months ago.
Okay.
Scuba just like, oh, we made these new ones here, and I put them on. I was like, can you? Before I even got home, I was like, can you have them send me as many possible pairs as you can,
right?
In whatever colors you make them, because I love these things.
Wow.
And they're just baggy and flowy, but they're just loose and flowy, and they have the inner lining, so like when you sweat, it doesn't feel nasty in there. That like it's like
That dry fit.
I don't know. It's like this mesh. This mesh inner lining.
Okay.
So like, it's like your sweat doesn't sweat through, or it doesn't like
stick to you.
It sticks to you. Yeah, it's like it's really comfortable.
Right.
So I love these things.
But I like seeing you in the baggies.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Makes me go back to the days of.
Yeah.
Right.
I like
type,
it.
You know,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. See, it was a lot
Boy Roberts?
easier to be baggy back then, though, for me, because I was so little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just I basically still wear the same size I did then, except now
You've
that
grown
size
into it.
fits me.
Right.
Yeah.
But then I just would wear like large, and it would just be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it, I was a lot smaller and scrawnier.
I see Tiago wearing the baggy shit too.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I like that.
He's a very like old soul skateboarder.
He's like a
Throwback.
like a mouse
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of trilogy era type vibe
Yeah.
with futuristic abilities.
Superpowers.
Yes.
I saw him on the way to Street League, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I just got done watching old Mad Circle video."
He's
Yeah.
like purist type style.
Yeah.
So what else, man?
Villager.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's
Another
going
company you
fantastic.
didn't ask me to be involved, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. No, Villager's going. Are you guys going to do any other flavors? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, so we have right now the pineapple,
Yep.
the chocolate, and the original.
Yeah.
And the chocolate, it's surprisingly
we were
good.
talking
dude.
about that when you were here, I think.
Yeah, yeah, It sounded weird at the time,
Right.
but I'm telling you, it tastes like Yoo-Hoo or like
crazy.
Nesquik or it tastes like you could put it in your cereal. You know what I mean?
Have you tried that?
No, I haven't yet. I
Oh,
haven't.
you should try
I'm
that.
not much of a cereal guy
Oh,
these
no?
days.
Rice
I gotta
Krispies?
ask
No?
my little one to try that out
Captain
for me.
Crunch?
Not so much these days. Yeah, but that's going really good. Yeah, we got some other developments that we're doing under the Villager Goods name. I don't know. It might be too early, so I'll just
No,
err on the safe
yeah,
side and not
for
say
sure,
anything.
for
But
sure.
we got some really good additions coming on
Sick.
to our offering.
I like it.
And we've been getting a lot of support. You know, like the grocery stores have been supporting us, and now we're just trying to work our way nationwide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny to see you guys like in grocery stores doing like
Yeah,
in-store
that
signings
is-
and,
that
like,
is funny.
Like come to Ralph's right now.
But it's
you
really
know?
cool because people really show us love.
Yeah.
They really do.
amazing.
Like kids will show up to the Ralph's and we'll do like a 2-hour signing at Ralph's. And people are like, who the hell are these
Yeah,
guys?
right.
And just sitting in the middle of Ralph's doing a signing. But
But Ralph's is loving it.
Ralph's loves it. Like the beverage world, it's like these guys. It's like what we were talking about with the subscription service.
Yeah.
We adopted that. The whole world does it. So
Yeah.
why not do it here? It's reverse now. Like Ralph's and like our whole industry does this. Signings and
Yeah.
and you know appearances are just like a staple in how we market, part of our marketing. And
Yeah.
Normal.
And then the beverage industry is like, this is mind blowing.
Right.
How did you guys revolutionize this? And we're like,
Yeah.
it's kind of the only thing we know how to do.
Right.
So-
But plus you have like a great fucking team to go
No,
along with it.
Yeah,
and,
you
know,
gotta
it's
you gotta
like-
have great
Yeah.
people involved. And
Right.
Everybody's got to be working towards the same goal. But
And there's a great message there too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the goal. You know, is like just health, man.
Hey, let's take a call from
Yeah.
we got Zach from Texas on the line. Zach, are
What's
you
up,
there?
Zach?
Yeah, how's it going? What's one of your favorite memories you have from being on City Stars before you made the jump over to Girl?
Oh.
Wow, man, there's a lot of awesome memories.
Well,
from
how long
that
were you
era.
on City Stars for?
I was on City Stars at the time. It felt like a long time, but now looking back, it was a very short time. It was probably maybe almost 4 years. So that's a pretty good amount of
yeah,
time.
I'd say
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
My favorite memory. Well, one that just jumps out at me now, but there's so many more that are incredible.
Yeah.
So, Mikey Taylor, he, the guy you know now is Mikey Taylor, the sophisticated father, like nice dad,
All
like
smiles,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was not that. At 19, he was like a real terrorizing kind of kid.
Yeah.
And we were in the van and we were always having antics, making fun of each other, pranking each other, whatever. And so we happened to be in Canada at this time. And Mikey was really tormenting Heath Brinkley.
Okay.
And for those people who don't know, he was our team manager, filmer back then.
He was probably driving the van.
No, I think Joey was driving.
Oh.
Joey liked to drive. Joey Surreal,
Oh,
he used to like to
interesting.
drive
Okay.
a lot then.
Yeah.
Mikey must have said something vicious to Heath, right? And we're driving for a long time, and we were in Canada. I think we were getting into Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
And he must have said something real vicious to Heath. And fucking Heath, at a pit stop or something, got out. He bought super glue, and he super glued Mikey's bearings.
No.
Yeah, super glued all his bearings in his wheels. So then, right when we pulled up to the hotel, which perfectly, like serendipitously, if I'm using that word correctly, happened to be on a hill. And we're all unpacking, hours in the van, unpack, going to walk into the lobby or whatever. And Mikey, just grabs out his board, grabs his bag or whatever, and like goes to hop on his board to like roll, and just boom, face plant, just eats shit hard and just.
Yard sale.
That's all you hear. Just
He knew
just
right away.
screams, yeah. damn it, Heath, and
Oh
like it
my
was just
God.
like, so that was basically the vibe of the City Stars lifestyle.
That's
That's a
amazing.
great idea, though. Super
Yeah.
gluing bearings.
Yeah,
Never
man.
even thought of
Why
that.
don't you guys go out there, use that on all your friends,
I'm gonna
man.
do that to Raj.
Next time it's you versus Nigel at a contest.
Nah, knowing him, he'll still figure out how to fucking land it.
Or he has a
For
whole
real.
pit crew that will just
Yeah.
fix his board for
Yeah.
him. Hell yeah. Have a good night, Zach.
Night, Zach. Take care, man.
Later,
Everybody-
dude.
Oh yeah, you too.
But like you said, it's like all that nostalgic stuff in the van that
Yeah.
you kind of take
Yeah,
for granted
more
at the
antics.
time.
Yeah.
But you look back on this.
And you're like, holy shit, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Those are the like parts to me that I appreciate the most.
Yeah.
Because you never get that back, man.
No.
I mean, the skateboarding, obviously, that's a given. That's the fun part. But like,
But a lot of the skateboarding is
But that-
documented too.
yeah, a
all
lot
that
of that
van
stuff's
stuff's not.
right.
You know?
Exactly.
So
And you're just going off these memories that, however long they're gonna stay stuck in there. There's some that aren't going nowhere, but
Right.
It's always fun though when you hear you remember those ones from back then. When
Yeah.
someone else tells you something like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that."
yeah,
yeah. That
yeah,
shit's great.
yeah. When someone like brings it to you, like you remember that time, you're like, oh my god, you're right.
well, we got Eric from Temecula. Temecula.
Hey
is on the
Eric,
phone.
yeah, Temecula. Wow.
We're sitting here with P-Rod, actually. Do you have a question or a comment for him?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask him how it feels to him to be up there with like Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan, to be
Oh,
Oh
the
man.
other athlete to have 10 shoes with Nike.
Oh
Wow.
man.
Like what that feels like to him.
Yeah, thank you. Dude, I honestly don't know what to feel about it. Like, obviously, I feel great.
we talked about it before. Is it only those three dudes? Is it
And
only...
KD now. KD and I
Oh.
went in the 10 club
Oh, yeah,
at the
and
same
KD.
time.
Oh, the 10.
Yeah.
Damn,
So,
10 club.
what's this
Watch
talk
that,
about a
yeah.
9 club?
whoa.
We're gonna have to change the show.
Oh, yeah.
But the 10
Just catching
club.
up to date.
Yeah. Man, it feels unbelievably incredible and unreal. It still doesn't even seem real, like, because, like, like I'm the only non-basketball player.
Right.
I'm the only person under 6 foot. I'm the only person, like, of a different complexion. Like, I'm the only Mexican kid in there. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you got these mega superstar athletes who are just incredible, like heroes to us all, and we
Yeah.
all appreciate and look up to them. And then you got this jerk from the fucking valley in California somehow snuck in there. So it's an incredible feeling, and it doesn't even feel like a real thing. I don't know how to explain that. Like, I know it's real, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's real.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you working on number 11?
No,
No,
there's no talk of that at the
Okay,
moment.
okay. Well, I'll call Phil.
But
I'll call
yeah,
Phil. I'll call Mr.
Kenny,
Knight.
yeah,
and I
please.
call him Phil.
Yeah,
I'll call
Phil
Phil.
or Mark, either one.
Mark who?
Yeah, Mark Parker. I don't know,
Oh,
our CEO, maybe.
I
yeah.
only deal with Phil Knight.
With founders, huh? Really?
Yeah.
How many do those guys still? The other 10 club, do they have a parking spot at Nike too?
Oh, you got your own parking spot.
I do. Yeah. Well,
Have you
I
ever
know.
caught anybody parking there?
Yes,
Oh,
I have.
Really?
Yeah, Casper. He's guilty of parking in there quite often, man. I'm gonna have to keep it clear, man.
Yeah. You need a. Oh,
I'm gonna have to get a
webcam.
car
You
just
need
to park it there and have it there.
Just on standby.
Yeah, just
rent a car just to stay there.
just get an old beater, like a buy Tiba's bug off him or something
But
before
let me ask you,
they
what
can
the
know.
hell do you need a parking spot up there for? You fly. It's in Portland. You
I know,
fly
I-
in. You
I-
take a
thank
cab
you.
or an
Right over
Uber.
there.
What do you need a
About
park?
damn time someone says that. I should have a hangar,
Oh,
my own hangar there, my own airplane hangar, right?
Oh yeah, so you fly
I
in
like
and out.
that.
there?
Fly
I like
right
that.
in, land on campus.
oh, your
fly-
own helipad,
Oh, that too, yeah.
Take a helicopter from here to Portland.
dude.
Yeah.
You could do that, right? That's easy.
I'm not
Helicopter
fond of
ride.
flying in the first
Oh.
place, so I don't know that would be my first choice. But at least fly to PDX and then take a
What's
helicopter
PDX?
from there, Portland
Oh,
International.
Portland,
Yeah,
right.
from
Really?
there.
To be
You
returned.
don't like flying.
I'm not a fan of it. No.
Really?
Yeah, I could do without it.
I mean, but so how many times? You've been on an airplane countless.
Oh yeah, hundreds of times.
Right.
Didn't like any of them.
No.
No, I didn't like it.
Even
didn't.
night business class and all that. So like,
That
business
helps.
class,
That helps.
Yeah.
That helps. That really helps
You could
lower
spend
the anxiety.
hours in there.
That helps,
You know,
literally.
shrimp cocktails.
Yeah,
mimosas.
mimosas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Oh,
a lot.
It's great. Hey, Eric from Temecula, man. Do you like flying?
No, I don't like it.
No. Okay. Hey, well, thanks, Eric, man. We appreciate the call, dude.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Later.
brother.
Take care.
Peace.
I think we should take this opportunity to do a little FaceTime. I want to cold call
Yeah.
Spanish Mike.
He'll answer.
He doesn't know we're
Unless he's
doing
driving.
it. No, he has no idea. So he
Unless-
might not even answer.
Well, he knows I'm coming here today.
Oh, he does?
He doesn't know
Ah.
I didn't know that until I got here that we were going to call him, but I told him I had to leave the sesh because I'm going to go do the 9 Club.
But you know what's funny though? You're gonna FaceTime him with a random number right now.
He'll answer,
Right.
dude. He loves it.
He's like, "Oh,
unless
this
he's driving or something,
Right.
maybe, or he's like
I
on
think
the
the email will
toilet, maybe, but he might even answer then. But let's see what happens.
Kind of black though.
I think it's Eric.
Oh,
I
Yo,
knew
what's
it.
good?
Yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah.
What's happening, man? We had the experience, man. I'm in the streets right now. What's up?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh.
What's going down?
I'm traffic controller today.
Hey,
I'm
let's
not-
see
I'm
a
on
sneak
traffic
peek, a
control
couple
today.
tries.
I know.
You
What's
guys got to go this way.
Oh, hey, Mike. Let's check out the new hairdo.
Yeah, show us the dome, Mike.
I got a new hairdo. I got a beard.
No, but I want to see the. I want to see the head. I want to see the head.
Show us the
Money to
dome,
see
Mike.
it. It
Oh
costs
man,
money
you
to
just
see
made
whatever's
him,
underneath
that's the
it.
only thing that makes him uncomfortable.
Really, the hair? I want to see the hair or the lack thereof.
He wants
I
me
want
to
to
take
see.
the hat off. Like, come on. Hold on.
That's the only thing you can embarrass him with.
If he lands us right here, I'll take the hat off.
All right, well, let's see the try. Can we? Come
Let's
on.
see a try, dude.
All right,
Hold on.
Heath's gonna be pissed at this. Mike.
Who's skating, Mike?
I think
All right.
Trey.
Oh no.
Yo,
Damn.
Trey's gonna be mad at you if you expose
Oh.
him like
I
this.
know. You don't know.
He don't know.
Wow.
You don't know what's gonna hurt him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah.
Wait, who's skating right now?
Trey Williams.
Dude, he's fucking
Oh,
ripped,
sick.
dude.
He's sick, yeah, he's
Super
sick.
sick.
Hey man, what's up? Hit us with some random questions. He's always the number one nerd, dude. We'll be in the van. He'll
Oh,
ask
really?
me those nerdy questions. I'm like, Mike, dude, we've
you
known
know-
each other too long, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I hear some cops. Or is that
Traffic
outside
control.
Venice?
That's out here.
A lot of cars.
Should we call the cops on him while they're there? Get him kicked out right now?
That's actually pretty funny.
Hey, after this Lexus, you got it.
What's he trying, Mike?
See, Mike's team managing right now. He's
Yeah,
working right
no,
now.
he is.
I'm car control. It's called
He's,
car
he's on the job.
He's in the field, man.
I'm s-
Woo! Woohoo!
Oh, my
Mike,
man.
you didn't
That's
even show
right.
us.
Say what up,
Yeah,
man.
Trey.
Nightclub experience. So it's good.
Yo, what's up, Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah, your clip,
Hey,
but
do
I
it
was like,
again
nah,
so we can watch you.
Is it cool? I mean, they gotta pay to see this, man. You know what I'm saying?
They are paying to see this.
What's the price on it?
Mike, you have a
No, it's
you have
more
a
like if you're gonna be a team manager, you gotta ask what is Trey and you get to let them see it.
See?
What's your price?
He's still learning. He's still
I've been
learning.
trying to teach this
Hey,
guy
man,
how to negotiate for himself.
It costs a lot to be the boss. You know what I'm saying?
How the fuck would you know?
I like this, man. I need to get back on, man. It's just funny. I just need to hang out with Chris and Roger and Kelly for a day.
I
Yo,
know.
hold on, homie. Watch out. Go this way.
Will you show us the fucking clip this time too? Come on.
Yeah, he's good. On. Oh fuck.
All these
Uh-oh.
guys,
Car coming?
hard day of
Green,
work,
green, the
just
car's going, but I
exposed
got
right
Here
here.
he goes. Ah.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Wow,
real experience
dude, you
going on
guys
right
are
now.
you guys. Hey, Mike,
You
man,
guys are real.
Like you should really be like focused on
I know.
protecting his life and board.
Right.
We should probably let you go. But did you? Was that you just showed us the dome right there?
Yeah,
What's
what
up,
was
man?
that about? Turn the hat around.
I didn't kill you. Did I almost kill you?
Oh, he's catching
If you have
heat.
to ask the question,
He's
then
catching
you know
some
the
heat.
answer.
Pete.
What's up, Kev?
Yeah.
Kev.
Kev Perez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Kev. Where's Ollie? Show us Ollie. Hello, mate.
That's our mate, dude.
Hello, mate.
Hey, mate.
Cracking, dog.
Yeah.
Here on the streets, keeping it real.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
We gotta. Hey, the crew stay heavy, man. We stay stacked out
Yeah,
here.
we could tell, Mike.
Yeah,
we could see
right,
you
right,
keep
right.
it heavy.
Stay heavy.
Just eating right out there.
Hey, Mike, you have a question for Paul?
Yeah, I always do, man.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Thai food or Mexican food?
That ain't no skate question.
Oh, a skate
obviously.
question.
For
My
Mike,
bad, my bad.
That's a real. That's a real
For Mike,
question.
that's the biggest concern because they're probably
okay,
at the
yeah,
point in the
skate-
session where he's
skate,
like,
alright.
"Yo, we need to eat."
Hold on, still cars coming. Hold on.
Oh, what's the answer to that question though, Paul?
I mean, you know, I am of Mexican
Okay.
descent, but
okay, Thai food.
I probably eat Thai food
Oh.
slightly a little more.
Pad Thai.
Trey, you good?
Pad Thai.
I'm holding these
No
cars.
bean
You're like
sprouts, no
Superman.
green onions.
No bean sprouts.
Chicken. No.
Oh, I think it's kind of a part of the whole
I
pad
kind
Thai
of just
experience.
No, not for me. No, I
Really?
just basically noodles and chicken
Oh.
and the peanuts.
Oh, Let me ask you a question. Are you getting any clips for the video? Are you getting any clips?
Him personally?
Yeah.
I dropped that edit the other day at Beebles. I had two-liner.
Oh, did you? I must have missed that. I didn't see
It
it.
had like 15,000 likes, like 80 comments.
Jesus Christ,
Some
huh?
numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's see it. Oh, God.
See, Trey knows, man.
He knows, right?
He knows. Like, nah, Mike.
I don't trust
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
He doesn't trust you,
don't
Mike.
Don't play me like that.
That thing
I'm
looks
getting
tall as shit.
Yeah, I'm giving them the experience. You guys want the experience? I'm showing you guys the
Right now,
experience.
you're giving us the experience. I could smell your breath from here.
Oh, wow. Wow.
You
What
up
is it?
close, man. I can smell
What
this.
does his breath usually smell like?
Smells like all the shit he talks.
Oh, wow. Wow. Look at him revving his beard.
Yo, that beard, too, it's got something else in there, dude.
Hey, that...
Yep.
You got mosquito larvae growing in that
Jesus.
Hold on, 10 seconds. Hold on.
beard. Sorry, Kelly. I was just giving you guys a real life experience of what really goes
This is
down.
what you and him
This is what
on
we
a
really
regular
talk
basis.
about.
That was
Yes.
amazing.
This is Van Talk.
All
Look
right,
at,
you
look
good.
at
you
Mike
good,
directing
you good.
traffic and
Yeah,
shit.
you good. Man, that car was trying to hit me.
These probably people think he's nuts. Like, this guy's
Oh, yeah.
fucking on his phone trying to organize traffic.
I gotta watch traffic, man. You got me. Hey, homie, come here. What you doing, homie?
What? He put
Come
on an
here.
accent.
Yeah, what is going on there with that?
Waxon, come here, homie.
Oh, hell nah, he ain't coming. Hell nah.
No. Hey, yo, I'm talking to Paul. He wants to talk to you really quick. Yo,
Who is this
come here.
guy?
I'm talking to Paul. He wants to talk to you. No,
What's up, Wacko?
Talk to Paul.
What's up, Wacko? What's poppin', man? You on the 9 Club right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nah.
Buy me.
You need to
Nah, aggressive.
Aggressive, homie.
Yeah, homie.
His English is getting
Yeah,
good, man.
you know the deal.
I'm learning.
Yeah, you know. There he is, Wacko, man. Everybody, shout out to
There you
Wax
go.
and Mass right there, man.
Nine
Young
Club,
Ripper.
baby.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Tell you,
Wow.
man,
You
we
guys got a whole crew.
We roll together, man.
Yeah.
We actually hang out.
Hey, Mike, we're gonna let you go, man. You're
I love you guys.
people's lives are in your hands. We don't want to
Yeah.
fuck this
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
no. Especially this little kid over here. He's out in the street too.
Yeah,
man.
what is he doing? City of
Go on the
God in the
curb.
middle of the street right now. Just
Go on the sidewalk, man. Go listen. Go on the sidewalk.
Keep him safe.
damn,
You not
homie,
helping
get
me.
on the sidewalk.
He said, "Leave me alone, man."
Aight.
All right, boys. You guys have fun, man. Keep
All right.
the experience alive, man.
All right, Mike. We'll see you
later,
soon.
man. Get some clips, man. That was
Who
fun.
was that kid? What was it?
Waxon?
Yeah, what was
Wax and
his
Mass.
deal?
He's a
Easy,
young 17-year-old kid from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Oh, was he the kid with the big fro?
He had the big fro. Now he trimmed it down. Yeah.
Oh,
Should cut the
okay.
fro.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
It's good either way.
either way.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna take this call from Drew. Drew's days, former host of one of the
Founder of the Escape Plan?
He's an all right podcast that used to go on. You know.
I think they're number one, aren't they?
Oh well, in his book they were number one.
Yeah.
You know, self-proclaimed number
Self-proclaimed
one.
number one, yeah.
Right. What's going on, Drew?
I hear his book is now becoming a ticket book.
No, yeah. Right.
What's up, Drew?
Kelly, Paul,
My man.
Robert,
up?
and Rogers. It's a pleasure. Thank you for taking my call. And real quick,
Why'd you
before
make
I
Roger
get into
plural?
it, I like to say.
Is there more than one Roger in the room here that we know?
I have multiple personalities.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
I'm fucking with you.
Robert's Roger. Real quick, before I get into it, I wanted to say thank you to the gentleman that picked up the call and put me through, because I started off right away saying, this is Drew's Days from San Diego, thinking I was already on. And I said, host of the best skateboard podcast in the world. And I was like, the nightclub's all right, too. They're up there. Real quick, hey, Kelly, happy to hear from you. It's been a while. I hope you make it down to San Diego again. So, yeah, I am
up, buddy?
trying out for the California Highway Patrol, which is why I'm no longer making gossip videos about Andrew Reynolds on Adidas. Or Paul Rodriguez making it.
That's
Paul Rodriguez making made skateboards, which is
That's
my
unfortunate.
question, Paul. And that is it true, because Heath Brinkley put under the U.S. Trademark and Patent Registrar?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Drew.
And I
saw your video. I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw the video.
Okay. Oh, great. Oh, great.
Wait. So let's clarify. So Drew? You made a video.
He
saying-
reported on this.
You reported
I made a
on.
video. Yeah, I made a video because someone sent me the link to that registrar.
Oh, so you didn't go and do the
Shortly
research.
after that, of course, Paul was getting blown up on Instagram saying, made skateboards.
Yeah.
So I imagine that's how traction built up.
I can talk. I can talk about this. This is a.
Please comment, please.
Yeah. So drum roll, please. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Well, long story short, Made was in the running.
Okay.
It was in the running, and it's funny that somebody did that deep of research because originally, I didn't know what originally. I was just gonna do it like how I did the original gold board launch, and just every few months, just launch it like that.
Okay.
And I was just gonna do it, and I had the debate where like with Heath and Mikey and a bunch of other friends, like, and they eventually won me out, but I still think it would have worked.
Okay.
Is I was like, dude, why don't I just print out pro model boards every few months or whatever when we have a new graphic that we're stoked. We just drop a certain amount, and then they drop, and because we had that one proof of concept and it worked. And they're like, okay, well, what are you going to call it? I was like, what do you mean? Why do I call anything? They're just signature Paul Rodriguez skateboards. What do you mean? Are you going to call them Paul Rodriguez skateboards? No. They're just boards that are a signature. They're just my pro model boards.
Right.
But what are you going to call it? Just the Paul Rodriguez Pro Model. Like that, nothing. Well, you got to call it something.
Right.
I was like, no. It was
just your board.
It's just a pro model.
Yeah.
That myself and an artist and Heath came together and we created, and we just labeled as Paul Rodriguez's. This is my pro model this time.
Right.
And it was just like, it was so funny because people were just like, but
you have to put a name to it.
but you got to call it something. I was like, why?
It's like,
and they were just like, nah, dude, never work in a million. I still think to this day that it would work.
Yeah.
And I think probably even more so, we would all understand that it would work now. Would have just worked with an artist, make a cool graphic, print up X amount, put them out on my website.
Right.
And originally I was going to do that. And then we did the gold board, and that whole proof of concept worked out like a freaking dream.
Right.
But then, they went over like, dude, you got to call it something. And I talked to my guys, my partners in Primitive, and they're like, well, you have this company Primitive, like, why don't we just make boards? And I was like, well, that makes perfect sense. So I got this outlet already going.
Right.
So Made came about when it was during that debate of like, well, what are you going to call these boards? These signature pro models? I was like, dude, I really don't think we have to call anything. And everybody's, no, you got to call it something.
Right.
And so I was fine. I was the only one battling this.
Meanwhile, it's your name on the board.
Yeah, they wore me down. I was like, fine, we'll call it Made Skateboards. And it'll be just only Paul Rodriguez Pro Models brought to you by Made Skateboards. Like, I'm the only guy. That to me seemed weirder. Like this company only has this one asshole on the team. And I'm just like, that seemed way weirder to me. So then for me, like, back to, still getting stuck in nostalgia, it's still something about having a team and being a part of helping bring new talent up and being part of contributing to skateboarding beyond doing tricks myself.
Right.
Like, so that's what really won me over to like do Primitive and make it a whole brand, is because I was like, well, one day I'm going to have to, I'm not going to be the hot shot that I am now. I'm going to have to accept the fact that there's new crazy talent out there, and one day I'm going to just be irrelevant. And so then I'm just going to die with my own
Made.
With my own like
promo.
I'm going to when that day happens, I will have no connection to skateboarding. It'll just be, I was some asshole who was pro sponsored at his time, and then now he's retired and he's gone.
Okay.
So like for me, I was like, well, man, if all goes right and we do a good job, we make a Primitive brand, this will be my connection to the skateboarding world. My contribution can continue to skateboarding through this brand. And I was like, because I couldn't fathom not having any attachment to this thing that I've dedicated my soul to, my blood, sweat, and tears to for the last 20 years of my life. So that's really the ultimate reason how Primitive came about. But it was originally just going to be this rogue, like, because back to what we were talking about, this whole Amazon subscription, like even 3-4 years ago, we were already like, bro, this is where shopping is going, online shopping. This is where it's going. So why don't we just, boom, we'll blow everybody's mind and boom. And it worked that one time. And then we just decided, all right, fuck it. We'll do Primitive. And do that.
Yeah.
A little bit traditional route, but with our own little new age
For
twist.
sure,
Yeah,
for sure. So Made just kind of fell through the cracks.
So yeah, then naturally
Heath
Made fell
Grady-
through the cracks. But I remember watching Drew's video of that, and me and Heath watching like, this is insane. Like, holy shit, I can't believe somebody actually like
Found it.
dug and found this like. Not in a. And Drew, you said somebody else came to you and said they looked it up.
Yeah, do you want to reveal your source?
Yeah, it was a viewer. It was a viewer of mine, and they sent a link in the description.
Yeah, and I don't want this to
then
sound
immediately got to work
mean
and
or
thinking
rude
that
because I'm definitely flattered that somebody would care to dig, but at the same time, I'm like, what kind of free time does this person have to give a shit to dig about that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Patent fucking.
You're Paul Rodriguez, though,
Oh
man.
man, I
People want
mean,
to know.
I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
Well, I appreciate that. And I appreciate that. and
Industry,
it's very
if people
flattering.
people could find out any information that they can, especially too.
Yeah.
If you will, I mean, I'm being a little silly here, but a little gossiping cause for my benefit, then yeah, absolutely.
Well, I don't get me wrong. I appreciate it. I'm super grateful to be in that position in our world. So it's very flattering. But yeah, it's not really it's not like a
Hey, Drew, do you have any new gossip?
conspiracy or
Real
anything
quick,
like
so
that.
to clarify, you came up with the idea, mate.
I honestly, I don't remember if it was me or Heath. I just remember we would just sit there and have these sessions and just throw out names. I'm quite sure Heath would take credit for it.
Right.
What other names were in the running?
Honestly, I can't even remember.
I think you made the right choice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
primitive
I feel
work.
well, and yeah, I feel like we made
smart.
the right choice too. But I know somebody out there is going to do it and pull it off. What I just described. So I just want them to know, like,
Right.
You
hey
thought of
man,
it
just
first.
give me a
And
little
real
wink.
quick,
just give me a little
just
wink,
a-
man,
Real
because you
quick,
know.
of course, mentioned to me that one of the things that came up while you guys were debating on the name Made is that because of America has their video series Made, that they were concerned about it, but you not so much. Is that true?
That I think is a bunch of
Horseshit.
if you want to put it in that terms. That no, I don't recall that ever happening. To be honest with you.
Okay.
Well, what's cool about why
well-
you kept primitive or you want to do the traditional way, I think that's what skateboarding is about, is like community and being
Right.
part of something. I mean, yeah, it's something like I almost see a YouTuber doing something like you said. Like,
I see what you're saying.
like,
Yeah.
I think our traditional way of skateboarding is like
Right.
to always be a part
Right.
of a community. And
I'm a lot prouder that we did it this way because, like, I can't tell you how. And at this time, I didn't know it, but I can't tell you how good of a feeling it is to be a part of someone's journey and be on the other side of like making the decision of someone's dream come true. Of,
Yeah.
hey, you're a pro skateboarder now. Like that's such a
Look at Diego and
such
Trent
a great
and everybody.
feeling
Yes,
to be a part of
it's-
that
Brian
journey
Peacock,
for these guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, it's early on, it was like, hey man, I'm just trying to get myself in the door. I just want I don't give a shit about you guys. But once you gotta accept that, like, all right, dude, you had your time.
Yeah.
Then like, man, I love being a part of the idea of being able to contribute to skateboarding beyond just being the professional skateboarder,
Right.
and that to me is like what you guys are doing here, man. This is all contribution to skateboarding, keeping our culture alive. Like, our culture will thrive because of things like this, So, but yeah, as far as like the whole like debate about America, I don't. That wasn't a really big concern, man. Of course, obviously, I love all those dudes at America and everybody a part of that. But no, it was just like, nah, dude, it's a brand name, not a. I don't know. I think people would have figured it out.
Yeah. What else you got, Drew? Anything else up your sleeve?
So if anyone else comes out with
that's it.
with a brand called Made, we have the trademark.
Good.
So just give me a wink, man. That's all I want. Just give me a wink. That's all.
No doubt. I much appreciate it. Very
No
honored
doubt.
and flattered to talk to you guys. No, unfortunately,
Thank you,
that's
Drew.
all I got for you guys today.
Hey,
real
Drew,
quick,
man, if I'm ever in SD, man, and I have like a tinted window or something, man, and maybe you can help me
Look the other
out.
way.
Cut you some slack.
Yeah, cut me a little slack. Man.
I see what you're saying. Oh, if I become a highway patrol, yeah, you'll be all right. And Paul, I just wanted to tell you that the time that you allowed me to interview you during Manny Santiago's daughter's birthday, or I forgot what he had, and we interviewed you about Jeremy Rogers.
Yeah, I remember that,
appreciate you
outside
taking
the
that
barracks.
time to allow me to do that. Yeah, yes, sir. I'm glad you remember that, and you've always been, and I'm being no bullshit. You've always been my favorite pro skateboarder on and off of the board,
Thanks,
just the way
Drew.
you represent yourself. That
Thanks,
is a class
Drew.
act. You're such a class act, dude, and I really appreciate you being such a classy gentleman.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, Drew. Thank you so much, and please keep that in mind if you ever catch me with like tints or no license plate on my thing. Please keep that.
You can go speeding as fast as you want, Pete. You'll be all right.
I appreciate that, brother. No, but all seriousness, thank you, Drew. That means a lot. Thank you.
Hey, Drew.
No, thank you. Thank you, Chris, Kelly, Roger.
Drew, let me ask you something, man. You know, you were doing your skate. You were doing your Skate Fillet podcast. You know, this is just for my own person. I just want to know. I just want to know how you felt when we came around and you guys were doing your thing. Did you get? Were you bitter? Were you pissed? Or were you just like, oh shit?
No.
Tell me the truth, man. I just want to know, dude. I feel like when you guys would talk about me, there'd be a little bit of a change in tone in your voice. You know.
No, absolutely not. No, and you guys took it to the next level. I mean, you guys are the best skateboard podcast. And I'm not just saying that because you're on my show. I'm not just saying that because I'm on your show. You guys are doing it correct. I mean, the way that you guys are bringing in viewers and having them talk to you in this format, you guys are on every platform that you can download on SoundCloud, iTunes. Download it right now, bitch. So
there you go. Yeah, Drew.
I appreciate you guys finally taking it to that level. And you're going to see other skateboarders do it too. Right. And I told you when you were on our podcast that you're going to evolve into no longer, I mean, you'll, of course, it'll be still a core skateboarding brand, but you're going to evolve into the point where you could bring on anybody. I saw you guys had that guy that was on The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
yeah, that's cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But he's a hardcore skater, man. And he fucking rips, too.
See, that was news to me.
Yeah,
I'm a big Walking Dead fan.
Yeah, right. I didn't know that either.
So,
but I'm a huge Walking Dead fan.
You guys are going to be the next Joe Rogan podcast, and I guarantee it, Chris Roberts, you're going to be on Joe Rogan's podcast one day.
Oh,
and it's going to be dope when that moment happens.
I don't know if he still does. Side note, Joe Rogan. My daughter does gymnastics a lot, and I haven't seen her in a while, but. I used to, every time I would take her to gymnastics, I would see Joe Rogan there because I think,
was he doing gymnastics? Or
no, I think his daughter was one of the kids out there skating. So it was pretty cool to see Joe Rogan. I'm a fan of his.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Real quick, Paul, I've always wanted to ask you this side question too. Yeah. What is your favorite episode on Seinfeld?
Ooh, okay. I'll tell you what my favorite is. Jerk Store.
Oh, the Jerk Store.
The Jerk Store.
That's a good one.
Episode. No, Jerk Store.
Right. Nobody liked his comeback.
Yeah. It was great. Jerk Store definitely stands out to me. But really, I'm not the type of person who picks favorite. If I'm a fan of someone, I'm a fan of them because of their body of work, the consistent work. Right. I'm rarely am like a fan of just a one-off. Hey.
Right.
You know.
Well, there you go, Drew. Thanks for
just like the 9 Club. No, I don't want to take it much more.
No, you're good.
I just want to say thanks for the opportunity again. Shout out to my brothers, Chris. My brothers Grant Fierro and Michael Medina for carrying on the Skate Fillet legend without me.
There you go.
And I'll say a good adieu to everyone here. Thank you again. I appreciate the time. It mean a lot.
Yeah, Drew. Thank you, man.
Drew.
Take care of yourself.
Have a good one, brother.
Later, buddy.
Well, let's see. Before this, I was going to play another edition of Drunken Stoned. You know,
what is that?
I think we take a clip from our episodes and we slow it down.
Chopped
speed.
and screwed.
So it's
flip. I get it.
Let's check out this Drunken Stone really quick because this is one of my favorite fucking things ever. Maybe you'll get a kick out of it, Paul. Let's see.
Yeah.
My favorites are the right behind you, the Reese's and Hershey snack mix.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, those are.
And
great.
These are
There's so
and this
great.
is some new shit right here.
Yeah, what's
this is heavy.
It looks heavy.
It's heavy.
Hershey cookie layer crunch.
Yeah, so I get a little bit, and then I never get the rest because it's already melted or it's just yeah. And I kind of been eating something similar to this, and Target has a what is it? My wife just got it, and it was called. She got it for me. She's like, I knew you'd love it. And it's called like peanut butter monkey or something. I don't know what it is. But it's just, all it is like peanut butter shit, and it's almost like it's like a bunch of Reese's in a bag with some peanuts.
Sounds like we're halfway there to a 9 Club Trail mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. Oh man.
You have any
It's a celebration, you know.
Yeah.
Number 50, we got Sinclair here.
50,
you know,
episode 50.
Man, we're a year.
And everybody's sick in town, so no one can just me. Got me.
We got Jacob from Chicago on the line. You have a question for Paul.
Hi, Jacob from Chicago, Chi-Town.
Yes, I do. What's up, guys?
Chilling. How you doing?
I was wondering, what was it like filming for Me, Myself, and I, and why did you put it out then rather than putting it out with the Plan B True? My timeline's a little fuzzy on that.
Yeah. Yeah, at that time, and this is not. It's hard to answer without seeming like I'm throwing anybody under the bus. It's not.
You kind of talked about this when you were here
last time. At that time, I was filming for the Plan B video. I was in my mind, in my heart, I was filming. That was my Plan B part.
Right.
And I just had this footage, and it just some other people on the team were like, like we're still like it. Just the timeline didn't line up.
Right.
So it just everybody kills. As you saw when the Plan B video came out, everyone handled their business.
Oh yeah.
And my part actually wouldn't have been relevant by that time.
Oh,
but that was supposed to be my Plan B part. And when I was like, hey guys, I'm ready, I got a part, and it didn't seem like most people were ready yet and wouldn't be for a little while. I was like, all right, well, I don't want this, skateboarding, how fast it progresses. I was like, I don't want it to get stale, so I'm gonna go put it out. So that's really all it was. It was just a little bit of impatience on my part.
How long after did you put that out? Did the Plan B actually come out?
When did the Plan B video come?
2 years ago.
Only 2 years. Oh yeah, so I put that out in 2010.
I think it came out in 2014-ish.
Yeah.
So then I put it in 2010. So yeah, maybe 4 or 5 years.
So you made the right choice. We would have had
for
to
me,
wait.
looking back, it worked
when I think
out.
about when you see 2010, that makes more sense.
I put out Me, Myself, and I in 2010.
2010. When did you guys form Primitive? What year?
April 10th, 2014.
Oh, so around the time the Plan B video was going to come out.
Maybe, yeah. I guess we might have to Google when that came out. But that just is coincidence.
Yeah, okay.
What about you had that Kanye song you skated to?
Yeah.
Did that the song? You got the song before the song came out, right?
No.
Was it right then it came out or something?
No. It was actually a while.
Was it?
I'll tell you exactly where I was. I was in Hollywood in a swimming pool doing a photo shoot for Primitive at the time, for Primitive for the store when we had the store at the time, like for some new shirts that come out. Where it just was a lifestyle kind of thing, and I happened to be in a swimming pool. And oh my God, I feel so bad. I'm not remembering my friend's name. So his name will come to me.
Okay.
But anyway, we were sitting there in the pool, and they were just playing the music, whatever music, just for the vibe, for the photo shoot and whatever. And that song came out, and he was like, yo, somebody should use this song. And I'm like,
me.
You're right.
You're damn right.
And then ever since then, it's stuck in my mind until it was time to put the video out. We were able to get the rights for it for fairly cheap, and went through all the right channels. Everything was legit, and it worked out. So
Yeah, it was like brand new.
I know. I thought it was too.
Yeah, it wasn't as. It's just because as time goes by, we're fuzzy, we're old, we forget.
Yeah, but I think even when that part came out, I was like, "What song? This is like maybe I've heard it like once or twice."
Neftali. It was Neftali.
Neftali. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was shooting for us that day, and he was like,
the professor.
Yeah, somebody should do this, and yeah. So shout out Neftali for that.
Wow. Well, there you go, Jacob.
Well, thank you.
Hope that answers it
I've
for you,
actually
Jacob.
met you before, Paul, and you, Kelly, too.
Nice.
Oh, sick.
I saw you, Paul, at I almost called you P-Rod. At Dude Tour was randomly ran into you at the VIP section.
Okay, I remember
and then,
that. Yeah.
Kelly was just randomly there, just like one random weekend.
Oh yeah, I just went to the park one day just to say what's up because I was there.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you just showed up, no board or anything.
Why didn't you have your board, Kelly?
I was hanging out with a girl, and then I didn't have my board with me, so I just wanted to go there and say hi.
Let's talk about this.
Hanging out with a girl, like, dude, let's just go to the skate park. I want to say
We're walking
hi.
right by.
Like, come on,
dude, that's right there. That place is sick. It's right in the middle of the city.
It is really good.
Yeah.
What a great date, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right in the middle.
I wonder why that never went anywhere.
Maybe Kelly's mind. He's like, let me show her how popular I am.
I did not.
Everybody's
think that.
gonna come up to me.
That place is the middle of the city, bro.
So is the Sears Tower.
Yeah.
If I was on a
Doesn't
date,
sound like
I
you
would
went there.
I would have skirted around that park. I would have been like, yo, let's go to Sizzler or something.
Sizzler? Take your dates to Sizzler?
or Red Lobster. Either one. You know,
What's wrong with Sizzler?
Red Lobster.
When's the last time you guys went to Sizzler?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah. Well, hey, Jacob, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, dude.
Appreciate that, Chris. Drinking a LaCroix. I'll cheers it to you. Have a good night, boys.
Cheers, man.
Cheers,
Cheers
brother.
to you.
There you go. Whoops.
Oh.
Hey, are you a fan of horror movies, by the way? Do you like horror movies?
Yes.
You are?
No and yes.
Oh.
I was scared of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I did. That's the first horror movie I ever went to the theaters and saw because I went on a double date.
Oh.
And I couldn't just be like,
now,
I don't want to.
But I mean, like the horror movies, is it like, do you get,
you know what,
like you don't want to go downstairs to go get a drink of water?
Okay, so after it, probably for a good 2 days, even though I was like, man, you're a grown adult in your 30s.
You're scared.
I was still a little nervous for a couple days, like going
Really?
downstairs solo, the middle of the night, getting something to drink. I was a little nervous.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, you get that little like weird like kind of tingle back here, like
right,
because you just think something's gonna sneak up behind. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had that.
Wow. See, I'm not a horror. I don't like them. I don't
really like them. I just went because it was a double date, and I will blame the movie Candyman for ruining horror for me, or validating it, really. I mean, it was just because they did such a good job that I was terrified. Yeah.
The reason we had York here, he was on the last episode, but we asked him what he's a horror movie guy. He loves horror movies, but we asked him what his top 5 horror movie.
Let's see what's up.
Are. Yeah.
Top 5 horror movies from me, Mike York. I'm going to go Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, the original one with Chop Top in it. Demons, Devil's Rejects. E.T. was scary as shit. Like, that fool looked gnarly. He was not cute at all. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that fool was gnarly. If he was in your backyard, you would trip out. And probably Poltergeist 2 with scary-ass Kane in there. And those are good. And then It is a runner-up. The OG, not the new one. I haven't seen it yet. And that's it. And I'm out. Signing off, your glossy reporter, Mike York, sweating under these lights. Ain't used to Hollywood glamour. All right, 9 Club, peace. See ya.
Have you seen any of those horror movies that he was talking about?
No.
Did you see the original It or just the newest one?
I've seen parts of the original. I was so young when the first one came out. I've seen...
Yeah, the first one came out in like 1990.
Yeah. But I did see the newest one. Okay. And I guess this could be a 9 Club exclusive. This is very exciting for me.
Oh,
it's,
let's do it. What do you
I
got?
actually just recently went on an audition.
Oh.
And I actually ended up booking a part.
Really?
Small part.
Okay.
One scene in a scary movie.
Oh.
That was made from the producer who did the new It.
Oh, way.
Interesting.
Just last week I found out a small...
Just a little
baby role.
But
your boy plays a police officer.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
One scene.
Okay.
But I don't know if I can even give too much of it. But it'll probably be out like next Halloween. But
right.
Just
congrats,
dude.
Yeah. Look for that cameo.
It's just a fun little scenario. So it's funny you guys are talking about horror movies because like, should I say it or not? Like going back to that like paralyzed thing, like do we say it or not? Am I kook or whatever?
Dude, but congrats, man.
Thanks, dude.
That's awesome.
I'm really. It was like it was like, to me, like, you know, I've been very fortunate in this world to do a lot of things, but this, to me, when I got the phone call, I was like, what? Like, I was tripping. I was tripping. Yeah.
What was the other movie? What was the movie you did?
Street Dreams.
Street Dreams.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was awesome.
Was it?
It was a great time.
Okay. When you were doing that movie, what, Chad Fernandez was in it? Like a lot of people. Were you thinking that like
all people who were in that movie? I love Chad. He's my
He's
man.
just the
but
dude that came to my mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was so random.
Right. But I mean, like in your back of your mind, you know how we were saying like, oh, skateboarding's judgmental and this and that. Would you ever think like, oh God, like I'm in this movie? How are my peers going to think?
Yeah, I have, but you know what? I've worked through that now. Like I've been, like Kelly was saying, I've been going to acting classes and like really pursuing it. Oh, back then, nah. Back then, I didn't give a shit.
Oh, you didn't get?
No, that role was written for me by Deerdick and all those guys who were writing the movie and make the movie, and it was made by and directed and everything by pure 100% skateboarders.
Okay. Right.
So, and I was too young to give a shit.
Oh, gotcha.
Would you take that role now?
Part 2, washed up, like what happened? Derek after the pro, washed up, like basically the Kenny Powers of skateboarding. Yeah, I would do that.
We should do that.
Insane.
We should do like
hey, Rob, if you see this, let's do that.
Right.
Kenny Powers of skateboarding.
I
man.
could
I've been
be
taking classes, bro.
What's the other dude's name? Kenny Powers.
Oh, you could be Stevie.
I could be Stevie.
Stevie Janowski.
Yeah.
I wonder where they got that name from.
I don't know. That's a weird
Stevie
one, right?
Janowski. It's a little close. Close.
You know?
Somebody might be a little
Don't you always?
fan.
I always feel that way. Like when I see something and they use like a skate song, I feel like they pay attention to us.
Just like a skater.
I think they do.
And they
well, then also you got guys like Eric, who now work in that
That's
world.
true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
interesting. It's interesting. Well, listen, man. I know you got to go soon.
Are you kicking me off? Is this you kicking me out?
Well, this is me kind of wrapping up the show. But listen, we gotta. I know you got to go, but you want to take a couple more calls from the
sure.
the people?
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
Oh well, let's keep this theme going. Okay. This guy has a question about favorite. Well, I'll let him tell it. I'll let him tell it. We got Corey from Maryland. Maryland is on the phone.
Corey from Maryland.
Yeah.
First of all, I just want to say, huge fan. Been listening since the first episode with Kelly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Got to give the Baba Booey switch Manny.
There you go.
Much love to all three of you, really all four of you. Paul, I started skating in '99, and huge Trail Tap fan, huge S fan.
Oh.
Wondering just any classic S stories, specifically that Europe tour in '02. I mean, the photo of that team at that time against the wall, just Burnquist, Arto, you, Costin, Penny,
Mikey,
everyone on the team. That was that was the heaviest team in skating. Mikey, PJ.
Yeah.
So just any classic stories from the S days, and especially from that tour.
Yeah, I mean, really, that tour was huge to me because before this time, and even still to this day, you know, Costin, Tom Penny, and Andrew Reynolds were my like trifecta of like skateboarding perfection.
Right.
And Reynolds and Costin were very accessible, like meaning they were still around, putting content, pumping out stuff. Especially at that time, they were just owning the whole scene.
Killers, yeah.
But Tom Penny was like this unicorn, like this mythical figure that didn't exist. But you hear tales of him. Oh, Penny was here when Penny this, when Penny that. Penny this. So that was the trip. I got to see Tom Penny in the flesh, and I fucking froze. I froze like a. It was like, you know, I'm surprised I didn't break down and cry like some Bieber fever type shit. You know?
Did you have something in your head like, oh, I'm going to say this and this to him, and that's
all I had in my head was like, stay cool, keep it cool, keep it cool, bro. So when we got there, I was hearing, shout out to and rest in peace, Tony Evian, team manager, one of the greatest people ever at that. You know, he's one of the greatest people ever, but at that time, he was the team manager of S, one of the most funniest people ever. I love that guy, so God bless him, his family, everybody. He knew my obsession with Tom.
Okay.
And he was telling me before we went on the trip, I think Tom, because he knew I was afraid of flying, and that I was known for, like, last-minute skipping out on trips, like not going.
Oh, you would skip out on trips?
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, there's another actually funny Tom Penny story regarding that. We can go next.
Okay.
But so he told me like, I think Tom's gonna come on this one. I think Tom's gonna come, and now looking back on it, I mean, Tom ended up coming, but I think it was really a ploy. He had no idea if Tom was going to show or not.
He wanted to get you on the plane.
Really to make sure, like, I get my ass to that tour. So I got to the tour, And I just told him like, yo, dude, when Tom gets here, let me know. When Tom gets here, let me know. And fucking the first night we landed, we were in Germany. First night we landed, I'm just chilling in my hotel room. I think there was a video that night. Mikey and I were wrestling with Atiba and Akko.
Okay.
And Mikey and I whooped them.
Oh, good. Good, yeah.
I believe this was after that. I get a call to my room, not thinking anything of it. Answer it. It's Tony. Hey, Paul, it's Tony. What up, Tony? Hey, just letting you know, Tom's here in the lobby. If you want to come down and say hi. And my heart dropped, like, heart dropped, stomach just into knots.
Wow.
Like, oh my God, I was almost too afraid to go down. Like, I can't. And I went down. And same for PJ and Mikey. We were all geeked about this.
Right.
I went down and just, he was just sitting there. And it still to this day, when you see him, you know, you see this happens to him. It's like he's royalty, and everybody around him kind of caters to him. And like, here, Tom, sit here. Here, Tom, come over here. Oh, here, Tom, like, you know. And he's just that legendary, right?
Right.
And he's there, and just fucking, I come down, and I see the back of him, like the silhouette. Now I know this is him.
Right.
He's wearing a black beanie. He's wearing what he was wearing in that photo.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe it was the button-up shirt, black and white, kind of like crisscross, whatever, flannel, kind of whatever, and some big ass Rockaware jeans,
Right.
and some black XLs.
Yeah.
Shout out Kelly. And I just remember seeing the back of him, and like my legs almost gave out, like, and then Tony goes, "Hey Tom, I want to introduce you to some of our new guys," and like he introduced one of them, and just his big ass blue eyes and his strong stare, and just, "Hi, how you doing? I'm Tom."
Yeah.
And just, we shake his hand, right, and then we immediately just like, "Go away." And
we ran away.
Yeah, we went and sat in our own little section, me, Mike, and PJ, just us three, and just talked about like, oh my God, he's right there. Oh my God, he's right there. What the fuck is going on? And we're just like drinking soda, like, oh my God, like trying to like not stare too hard, but like steal sneak peeks at him.
Right.
So that's a big, huge S memory, especially pertaining to that tour.
Wow.
And then I got to go on the whole trip with him. I got to see him every day for the trip. It was
Yeah.
crazy. I was literally like, I don't know how to even feel. And as soon as I got home from that trip, I went straight to the mall. I remember that, and went and bought me as many Rockaware jeans as I could find that would fit me. Yes,
Really? No way.
Yes, I am the number one Jay-Z fan there is.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you,
Tom Penny.
My love for Rockaware was from Tom Penny.
Wow. On the rest of the trip, would you talk to him and bro down with him?
There was
at all,
one
or?
other trip because we went from a few different cities. I think it was
Okay.
like Frankfurt and what, I forget exactly where we went, but we were on one, and that was before iPods or anything that I had, or
Mini disc.
Mini disc. I didn't have one of those yet. And I just had this big ass book of CDs and a fucking Discman.
Yeah.
And I would just listen to it, and then he comes over. I think he was sitting in the seat behind me or two behind me, and he comes over. "Can I see your CDs?"
Right.
And I was just like,
Here you go.
it was so good. It was
Wow.
it was so awesome. And yeah, I mean, he just looked through them, whatever. But I was just like,
Did he pick out a CD?
I can't even remember, dude. It was just so big for me. It was such a big, big time for me. Man, it was crazy. Yeah. So from that trip, that's my S memory.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude,
There's a few other really cool memories from that trip. Actually, the hotel we were staying in, I don't know if you guys remember, in the Manic Monty DVD section, there was like a Tom extra footage section, and there was a set of stairs that was a 9 stair, and he switched frontside flipped it, like it was at an angle, and he came at it the opposite way, and he switched frontside flipped it as if it were like a hip, like at the angle you would go at for a hip. And they were at the hotel we were in, so I remember coming back from the demo and coming back to our hotel, and where you parked, the stairs were in the underground parking lot, and I was looking at the stairs, and Tom walked up, and I was like, and he's like, "Ooh, nice stairs." I was like, "Tom, remember when you switched frontside flip in the video?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was just like, wow. I couldn't fathom that this is being real in my life.
Right,
I'm
right.
standing at the stairs. Tom did a switch frontside flip, and I was bugging out about him switch frontside flipping, and then he's there.
Yeah. Right.
And he's like, "Oh yeah," like just
Like
like
you
it was
forgot
just,
about it?
it was just
Right.
mellow
I did
for
do that,
him.
didn't I?
Yeah.
It was just like, "Oh shit."
I know you
I
probably
did do
reminded
that.
him that he did it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And it was cool. And
He's a
then there's
great dude.
yeah, the wrestling with Tiba and Mikey, the
Right.
going skating flat ground with PJ at all hours of the night,
Sick.
because that's when he was known to like sneak up by himself. And I think me and Mikey kind of leached onto his flat ground sessions, and I don't think he was a fan of it at the time. But I think he probably looks back and smiles now, maybe.
Right,
but
right.
hopefully, yeah, so many cool things from that time. Eric was on the tour, McCrank, everybody. Bob was on the tour. That was cool.
Jeez.
It was a good time. Good time.
Wow.
Good time. Memory.
Dude. I think everybody has like a Tom Penny story.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like,
course.
I know I do.
Let's get it.
You want to hear mine,
Let's
Tom
talk-
Penny
yeah,
story?
let's talk Tom Penny.
It sounds really fucking crazy, actually, now that I think about it. Because I would tell people this, and they would look at me like, you're fucking an idiot. But I get to MACBA. You know MACBA
Yeah.
is a circus.
Yeah.
People crazy, right? Just, you have to skate through people, everything. You know, and at the bottom, there's the little kind of ramp that goes up, and people manual down it, you know? Fucking guy, we're sitting there, we're just drinking and whatever, and like shooting the shit, and Tom Penny just gets up, skates over to that manual pad, clicks an ollie to do a
Click that
manual.
tail.
Click that tail.
He clicked that tail around. I swear to God, MACBA froze. Everybody in MACBA literally froze and stared at Tom Penny while he did the manual, dropped off the pad, landed it, and MACBA went back to being crazy again.
Dude, he does have that effect, man. The world stops when he steps on a board.
I was like, I don't know. It was crazy, Raj. It was crazy.
I completely believe that. I don't think
100%.
why would people think that you're
like
nuts?
soccer balls were in the air, looking at him. Like it was fucked
Slow motion.
up. It was
Dude,
crazy.
he's that dude,
Yeah.
man. It's like he's mythical. He's a unicorn.
But at the same time,
Legendary.
like, so cool. Knows everybody. Knows everything about skating.
I've never seen another skateboarder with that type of presence. His
crazy.
presence is crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You ever met Tom Penny, Corey?
I've not, but I'm a huge fan. Just the legend stories of him doing like at a Trans World contest, and the lights went out, and then they came back on. He's like midair doing a frontside flip.
Wow. But
Of course,
seriously, he's the
Timberland
guy with
stories,
those
all
kind
that.
of stories.
Yeah,
Totally. But there you go, man. Thanks, Corey. Dude, appreciate the call.
Thanks for calling, bud.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you guys.
That
I
was a
got to
good
thank
one.
you, Nine Club, for all you're doing for skate culture and history.
No problem.
And just much love to P-Rod. I got to say,
Thanks,
what
man.
Tom means to you is what you mean to a lot of my generation. I was like
Thanks,
13
man.
when Yeah Right came out. So,
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah, absolutely.
Thank
Much
you,
love,
thank
guys.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Take care, brother.
Take care.
Hey, Cor.
Peace.
But listen, I
Big
want
love
to
fest.
give you a present. Last time you were here, you didn't get a present, you know?
My present
tend
was
to-
being on the show.
Oh, well, thank you, bro. But we tend to give guests some of our nine club swag, you know?
Yo, swag me out.
First of all, I thought you were going to bring us a present because that kind of seems to be the theme now, you know, that Mark Johnson brought us the thing, but you didn't bring us a present. But anyway.
What do you mean? I'm here.
His presence is a present.
Well, listen,
you know?
Mark Appleyard brought us a present. We made a mug out of it. So there's a Mark Appleyard drawing that we turned into a mug.
Good thing Mark's a skateboarder.
Look at that, huh? I know.
I love that drawing.
Is that
So
amazing?
good.
Yeah.
Kind of Beavis and Butthead-ish.
Yeah.
Here's some stickers for you, bro, of course.
Thank you,
Throw that
dude.
on your board. Take an
Yes,
Instagram of it.
Yes, sir.
Also, we got a Nine Club hat. Look at this, huh? Nine Club unstructured hat for you.
Unstructured. That's cool.
Unstructured.
Most people refer to them as 5 panels, but the unstructured.
Oh, yeah. We're, you know.
That's what makes you stand out in the crowd. See,
Yeah.
Raj?
Exactly. You know.
I think the 5 panels, I don't know how they construct it too, you know?
That's a dad hat, kind of.
Yeah,
well, the dad hat has a
Who knows anymore, man?
it's a fucking hat.
It's a hat.
Also, a Nine Club T-shirt.
It's so cool.
Look at that. You could wear the shirt,
hat?
drink some coffee,
Yeah.
wear the hat, and throw a sticker on your board. Huh?
Thank you. Hold on.
Keep on clicking that tail around.
Click that tail around,
Just
man.
keep it clicking.
Look at that.
Just nonstop. Look at that.
Huh?
Look at that. Hold on. You know.
He's gonna Instagram it right now. I love it. You know? Yeah. I don't want a story either, Paul. Okay, I want an Instagram.
I'm going story. I'm going story, dude. Cool.
You know what? Let's end the show with one more call.
Yeah,
shall
let's
we?
get another call. Let's get another.
This was
another
good.
call.
You know, I think you like taking calls.
I do.
All right, we got Carl. You're lucky. Carl from Maryland. You're going to be our last caller here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going, buddy?
Hey, Carl.
Sorry, crazy. I've been on hold for like 2 hours.
My bad, dude.
Damn.
But it's awesome getting to listen to the show live. I wanted to ask, how did that collaboration with Don Pendleton come about? Like being from the East Coast, I was a big fan of his work with Alien growing up. So.
Yeah. My man Don Pendleton. Well, that came about years ago. Actually, I did a collab back in the day when I was with Mountain Dew, where they gave me an opportunity to design my own can.
Oh.
And again, Heath's name pops up because I like to give Heath credit. Heath. And I was like, they gave me an opportunity to design my own can. I'm like, I'm not an artist. I don't do that.
You need somebody to help.
I would love to do it in collaboration with somebody who's an artist.
Right, yeah.
And so we were brainstorming, and I got to say, Heath came up, what about Don Pendleton? And we looked, and it was just awesome. And then Heath found out a way to get in contact with him.
Wow.
He agreed to do it.
Okay.
We had an awesome time. And got to hang out with him for a bit there.
4 years ago.
More.
Or something.
This is probably like 2009.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And
you guys did like a special can, right?
Yeah, special can. And then so, years go by, whatnot. Primitive comes about, and we like doing collaborations with awesome people. So it just felt natural. Like, why don't we run that playback again?
Sick.
You know what I mean? And that's really it. Not a wild, elaborate story. But
How much did he get paid for those cans?
I don't know.
Did he get a royalty or what? What's the deal?
I didn't. That part I was kept out of, but I mean, it must have been good enough for him to agree to it. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you still have some of those cans?
I
Did
do.
you save them?
I have a ton of them. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did another one with before that, even with Chris Pastris. So shout out to my man Chris Pastris.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He blessed me with a cool one as well. So that's another tidbit of info. He's a rad dude. Yeah. Rad dude. Rad art. Yeah. And also Don. So. Yeah.
Hey, listen, dude. Come back anytime.
All right.
Please.
Open door.
Is it online still?
Oh yeah, Carl. I'm sorry, bro.
Carl, you still there?
Carl.
What's up?
Oh, hey, Carl. Sorry, man. We got lost on that one.
I almost forgot about you, bro.
It's cool, man. I'm just chilling in the background.
You asked such a good question that we all kind of lost our minds over.
Yeah.
That's cool, though. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, Don Pendleton's art would probably look right on the Mountain Dew can. It's got, like, that graphic style.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I felt cool about it, and it was cool because he's iconic. He's we've all, whether you actually know his name or not, like you've seen his work. If you're a skater over the last 20 or so years,
you can't help but think about Alien, though.
It's a very distinct work. You can't, from our era, you can't help but think about Alien. Some people you can't help but think about Elements. Some people you can't. It's there's different eras, and
totally.
I'm happy to be a part of the newest era, the latest era.
Well, thanks, Carl.
You guys have a good night. Thanks for taking my call.
Hell yeah, Carl. Take it easy, brother.
I'll keep clicking
Carl.
it.
Keep clicking that tail. Keep
Thanks,
clicking
have a
it
good
around.
night.
There you go, dude. There you go. Well, Paul, man, I know it's a school night.
Yeah, it's a school night.
Yep.
Yeah.
But dude, we've had a great time.
I've
kicking
enjoyed
it
myself
and
here.
fucking shooting the shit. It's
We
been great.
shot a lot of shit.
We did. Had a good time with all the callers.
Yep.
It's fucking great, dude.
Hey, thank you.
Man. Paul Rodriguez,
Rodriguez.
Coming back for a second round. Hopefully there'll be a third, fourth, fifth, sixth
Hey,
round.
man, I'm here.
Let's do it,
I'm here for the
dude.
long haul.
Let's do it, man.
Roger, thank you for the hospitality with the beers.
Anytime. Maybe one day
Thanks.
we'll get a beer sponsor.
Yeah, man, let's get let's bring Nine. I'm
about-
an advocate, man. Let's take Nine Club
What
to the
about
next
Villager,
level.
bro?
Yeah, let's get it.
That's right. You know?
As you're drinking your LaCroix.
I'm just kind of rubbing it in your face.
Well, we'll see who's the last face being rubbed.